Hey everybody, my name is Hannah Amos. I'm a journalism and TCOM major with a concentration in news. I'm also a French minor, and I came to Ball State because I love the campus. I loved the atmosphere of it. I also came because of the journalism program here at Ball State, along with all of the organizations and clubs that are directed towards journalism, like the Daily News. If I could invite anyone to dinner, it would be Maggie Smith. One, because I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd, and as she played McGonagall, I think it'd just be fun to just sit down and talk to her about McGonagall. But obviously, I would love to talk to her about her other roles, what it was like getting into the acting world, and just seeing how it changed throughout time. I think that's a lot of information that I would just love to know. If I had a crystal ball and I could see into the future, I think the main thing that I would want to know is what I end up doing career-wise, because my ultimate goal career-wise is to be a foreign correspondent. And so I'd just like to know if I actually, end up becoming a foreign correspondent, or if I'm doing something completely different in the journalism world, or if I'm even in the journalism world. I think that's something I would love to know. I would also love to know where I'm living, because if I do become a foreign correspondent, there's a lot of possibilities of my quote unquote living status. I could potentially be living in a completely different country. I could just be living abroad and jumping from city to city, or I still live in the United States and I just occasionally travel. I would just love to know all of those details and facts. A little known fact about me is that I'm half Canadian. So my mother is Canadian. She was born and raised in Canada, and my dad's from the United States. And because my mom's from Canada, I'm actually a dual citizen. So I am both a Canadian citizen and an American citizen. And that's a cool little fact. So I can choose essentially which country to live in and which country to work in, and it's kind of just a whole fun little endless possibility for me. If I had to save something from the fire, it would be, in broad terms, books. Specifically, all of my nostalgia children books that I grew up reading and loving. So that would be Harry Potter, the Percy Jackson series, Narnia. Those are three books series that I would love to save, along with The Book Thief. Those are just books that I felt really defined my childhood and helped me grow to become the person that I am today. And I'm still learning from them, even though I am an 18-year-old woman. And I would love to just keep those books and pass them on to future generations. And I know that I could hypothetically buy new books, but I don't feel like it'd be the same, because it wouldn't be the physical copy that I had in my hands while I was growing up and reading them. And so I would just love to, have the books that I had as a child and be able to pass them down through my family. A self-esteem issue that I have is I have a lot of self-doubt when it comes to other people. I sometimes think that people find me annoying when I'm talking. And so as I'm talking to people, I'll sometimes try to pick up the speed of my talking, or I'll quiet down to kind of no longer be an issue to people, because I sometimes think that they don't want to listen to me because I'm being annoying and they just have better things to do. And so I think obviously public speaking is going to help me combat that just in general, because I'll be talking in front of groups of people all of the time, or most of the time. But I think a lot of it is I have to learn self-confidence and just knowing that what I'm saying needs to be heard. And I just have to keep that in mind, and I feel just practicing speaking in front of groups of people will help me get over this self-doubt. But yeah, thank you guys.